my name is Laura Lopez, and for my persuasive speech, I'm going to be talking about why tattoos should no longer be considered unprofessional in the workplace. So I'm sure everyone has seen someone with tattoos if they don't have tattoos themselves. And it's just been like a continuous debate over the years of whether or not a tattoo should kind of be seen negatively in the workforce or just in general. However, 30% of all Americans have tattoos according to authority.tattoo.com. So as I mentioned before, they're kind of just increasingly becoming more common. Next slide. So tattoos should not be considered unprofessional because they're a form of self-expression. And a lot of people, they get tattoos because they want them to be meaningful. For example, some people might get the names of their children tattooed on them, or of other loved ones, or date of birth of some other people that they might want to get on them. Other examples, people might get military tattoos from their combat experience, or others, they might just be kind of completely random, but either way, they're just a form of self-expression. They're kind of just showing who you are, what kind of person you are, based on what you get on your body. Next slide. So another reason why they shouldn't be considered unprofessional in the workforce is because it's pretty discriminating to see someone as unprofessional simply because of their tattoos. According to the Online Rocket, the majority of employers disqualify potential candidates because of their tattoos, and this shouldn't really be done because that doesn't necessarily make candidates any less qualified for the employment. For example, they might have more work experience in that particular position or field. They might have a greater educational background, or they might just in general have a better work ethic. Overall, they might potentially be a better candidate than someone that doesn't have tattoos. So simply based off of their physical, basically their physical features in a way, because once you get tattoos, that just becomes a part of you. That shouldn't be a deciding factor of whether or not someone is good enough for a job. Next slide. Another reason why tattoos shouldn't be considered unprofessional is because in a way it's kind of taking away your freedom of choice, because some people might have kind of a fear in the back of their mind when they're thinking about getting a tattoo that, oh, I can't get this because I might not be able to find a job afterwards. Which everyone should be able to do what they want. So in a way that kind of takes away their choice, and you shouldn't necessarily have to think twice about getting something like a tattoo. Essentially, you should do what you want and not feel any regret. And at this point, tattoos are extremely common, and they shouldn't really be forced to be covered because, as I mentioned earlier, basically everyone has seen someone with a tattoo if they don't have one themselves, so I don't really see why it should be an issue in the workplace. Next slide. So these are just my works cited from the sources that I had mentioned previously. Just to end off the speech, tattoos shouldn't be considered unprofessional because, one, they're a form of self-expression. They should not be discriminated against, and you should just have the freedom of choice to do what you want without fearing any repercussions because of that. Yeah, thank you.